Hi everybody. Alright, here I am to answer all your questions on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. First of all, thank you so much for all the love that you shower on me and my family, and that you do so continuously with such strong conviction. I'm forever grateful for all this love, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Let's get to our questions. I'm so grateful for the life that I have, that I want to take every moment and be grateful for it. And when I'm grateful, I automatically feel positive. My guilty pleasure food is white rice, especially basmati rice. I love, and anything chocolate, dark chocolate, which I will be eating a lot of today. The last thing I do before I step onto a stage or when I'm hosting, or I touch the ground and then say Shambho, just gratitude. Here we go, be with me. That's what I think in my head to all my angels and gods and all of them. We pretty much eat the same thing. We love home cooked food. I need my annam, pappu, rasam, one road pachdi. Every day one road pachdi has to happen. So usually my nails are in different color because I like to eat with my hand. But the one thing that I do incorporate for her and me is first thing in the morning we have about 8 to 10 soaked almonds. So that way it's fat first that you're eating, so your insulin levels don't go up and you can maintain your weight. You really see a big difference. So I'm getting Papa used to that as well. And then we drink our hot water, apple cider vinegar, and then home food, and eat dinner by 7. That's our diet. Whatever we do, it's home cooked. We don't eat from outside. And before 7, we finish at 7 we sit for dinner. Before 8, our dinner is done. The city of 7 hills. Every time I go there, there is a sense that I'm going home. Tirupati or Tirumala is home. It's up parts of where my cousins live and where my dad grew up. So it's always a very, very special feeling when I come to Tirupati. How do I deal with negativity that comes with you? That's a very good question, because I realized I'm so positive. Why do these things happen or bad things happen to me? And I realized as you keep working and you keep getting better, what life has to bring to you will bring. But what you need to do is create your vibration higher so that negativity doesn't affect you. So that's what I'm working on. I never thought I would be an anchor. In America, I never did any anchoring work. It was always being an actor. And then when I came here, I was having a conversation about can you hear the whistle? There's some prawn curry happening. Anyway, so I was looking at, I was having a conversation that I wanted to become like Oprah, and when I get older, and that's why I do so many life experiences, so I can really understand life to be a host. And then 3 months later, I had an offer to do so, and I said, okay, why not? Let me try. And here I am still doing that. My biggest strength are my family entirely. My dad, my mom is a very, very big strength for me. Manoj, Vishnu, and Nivi, Andy. I really have a great, great support system. So I get to be my crazy self. My book collection is things that I listen to. Nowadays I've been listening a lot to audibles and books that people recommend me. But the 2 books that I there are many, many, many books. The 2 that are coming to me and which I shall share is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay and Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck. These 2 books are a must-read for anybody. I mean, there are many must-reads, but these 2 come to me, so get these books. And these two books really built the confidence in me to be the person that I am. But really, confidence came to me and comes to me when I travel. When I travel to places that I've never been, you kind of learn something about yourself that no matter how many people tell you or what you think you are, you get to know more when you travel. So that's where I build my confidence. And you take that back with you, those pieces, and when you feel low, you find those moments when you rose above the situation, because you can't always be confident, you can't always be happy. We are human beings, but we know how to manage those emotions by understanding when are those times that we stood up for ourselves or for other people, and go back to that when you're feeling low, because losing yourself is not an answer to anything. How often do I meet Nani and Rana and Rakul? I meet them pretty often. They are my neighborhood friends. So at least Nani the least, Rana next, and Rakul most of the time. Tanganurlo unte we get together in my house or her house, her family, my family. So we've become a family. We're not friends as such anymore. Waiting for a holiday together very soon. Because as a woman, the first thing you feel like at some point or the other is to be a mother, or the thought of being a mother. And for me, that urge was very strong. But when I had the options to do what I could, and the support from my family and loved ones, there was no looking back. What advice would I give people who want to become actors? Stay the course. Let me tell you something. A musician practices all day. A doctor has to go to college for 5 years and then do an MD or a PhD and continuously study for 10 years to become a doctor. Just as actors, you feel like, okay, I look pretty, I can become one. No. Start working on yourself, your diction, your dance, your looks. Because everybody can. Everybody can. You just need to put in the work. So think, even as an actor, you have to operate like a professional, because we don't have very many tools available for actors now. So don't worry about it. You can teach yourself. Be good at the things that you have to learn. And that itself will guide you. Those will all come together when it's time for you to do your role or that actor. You cannot get ready, you have to be ready. That's something one of my trainers and coaches taught me, Kobat. So you can't get ready, you have to be ready. So start putting the work in and it'll happen. Anybody can. You just have to stay the course. It's as simple, 2 techniques I'll give you. One, that you're breathing. Every breath is a miracle, and that you're able to breathe through your depression or your sadness is still a blessing. That you're breathing, you're feeling so much. And the second thing that I do is to look at the things around me that I'm grateful for. Right this moment, I'm grateful for the wind, I'm grateful for this bamboo tree, the shade it's giving me. I'm grateful to be able to talk to you. Just immediately things that you can see around you, you'll automatically feel better. No pimple face for my birthday, it's such a blessing, So just, if you immediately identify 5 things around you, you can feel better from your sadness or feeling low. That's the first step, it will help you. How many hours I work out a day? Hours. The 1 hour only very difficult. And nowadays I'm more accountable because I'm doing my Insta videos for you guys. So I have to pack it in, and I took 1 hour. That's all you need. But when I do yoga, it's 1 hour and 20 minutes because of the mantras and then the meditation and then the shavasana. So 1 hour, 20 minutes when it's yoga. But otherwise, anything else, 1 hour. Our birthdays always had musical chairs. We played that game for all of our birthdays. So that's one of the memory on this birthday that I shall share. Every moment you have to choose to be strong. You don't become strong. There are times that I feel broken too, but I choose to be strong. So you have to choose to be strong. That's it. That's simple. Not to be cliche, but for me, my one inspiration as a woman as a philanthropist, as an entertainer, as somebody who's just defied everything, every odd for herself, and still so brilliant is Oprah Winfrey. To me, she is living God. And one day I pray, I've seen her before in a distance, but one day I pray for her hug, her tight hug, Oprah Winfrey. Memu Saitam. I think it will always be that forever, no matter what I do in my life. That show took a piece of my heart and made my heart what I had a more beautiful one. So Memu Saitam, hands down. 19. How did I convince Andy to have a last name? No, I didn't convince him. Manchu is just her middle name. So Papa's full name is Vidya Nirvana Manchu Anand. So she has his last name. Just that when I refer to her as an artist, it's Nirvana Manchu. If she turns out to be an IT geek genius like her dad, then she'll be Vidya Anand. Chala ఆలోచించి పెట్టాను అన్నమాట. And yeah, so I use it. So we have different email addresses. One that has a Manchu in her email and one that has an Anand. So let her choose who she becomes more of and wants to be more of. She can use all of it. She can use one of it. She can use none of it. I would like her to keep the name Nirvana. Everything else is up to her. I don't think like, okay, let me do something odd now. I just do it because I feel like doing it, and that something within me pushes me and drives me, and that I don't deny listening to it. I say, okay, why am I sleeping over it and it's still coming back to me? So those things I don't keep quiet about, and it's most of the things that most of us want to do, and we hold back because of our society or what people might think, or should I, shouldn't I? We doubt ourselves. Just do it. Just do it. And when it comes from within, it cannot be wrong. All right. I hope I answered all your questions as much as I could. It's time for me to go. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for everything.